Oh, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Don't ask me why I'm doing this. I mean, actually, to answer why I'm doing this, wait, hold on, let me mute this out. It's mainly because we got top grossing, and I usually have decent luck whenever we get top grossing. Oops, wrong thing to click. Whenever we do get top grossing, so we got top grossing, and they gave out some stones and also some of the tickets that you can use to summon on the banner itself. So I figured I might as well just record me doing the tickets, and then maybe I'll do just one rotation of stones just to get a little fun video out. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Give me 1 second while I just transition real quick. All right, there you go. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the stones. So we're gonna do one rotation, and then we're gonna jump into these tickets right here, which you have like 2 rotations of. I mean, I mainly just want to do this just to see if some way how, because I had to do so many stones just to pull this guy on his normal banner. So I just want to see if some way how on this banner that has so many more characters on it, I managed to pull him or not. In all serious, no, like this banner is like okay-ish because a lot of these older characters, like I'm not saying they're coming up on a super easy A soon, but they are characters that like especially these two, like if worldwide is GT themed, I wouldn't be surprised if these two get super easy A's because like they kind of tend to jump forward in easy A's or super easy A's whenever it fits the celebration's theme and whenever it also is like a big celebration. So I wouldn't be surprised if these two get super easy A's. And as funny as it may sound, I don't have these guys rainbowed because by the time I started playing the game, they kind of weren't getting featured on banners a lot. So I wouldn't mind pulling them. Obviously, I don't need him. I don't need him. I don't think I need him. I could use some of him. I don't need him. I don't need him. I could use some of them. Maybe I think I need like 1 or 2 of them. I don't need them. Don't need him, obviously. I don't need any of these guys because we all know my experience from the UI Goku banner. I could use 2 Brolys to rainbow him. I think I need 1 Beast to rainbow him, so I also wouldn't mind pulling him just to get the rainbow star on him. And Dispo and UI Goku, obviously, I would love some copies of just because they're 55% and they're both really good units. So go ahead and jump in and see how this goes. We did get Whis right away. It would be Whis animation right away, imagine. Well, we did get an Warida and a long Kamehameha. So there is something in this multi. I swear to God, if this is UI Goku, I'm gonna be really happy, but also mildly upset because it's like, oh hey, first multi on this like really bloated banner, you pull him, but like what was it, 1,500 stones on his original banner, you don't pull him, so ay. Oh, of course it's you two, of course, you had to come haunt me again on this banner. Okay, that's fine. I mean, first multi we get featured LR, I'll take it. Int Topo. This guy is really good with the new STR Dispo. Because basically, this guy gets a bunch of extra stats with 3 or more Universe 11 characters. And like before, it was kind of hard to get that fulfilled. But now I think with STR Dispo, it's really easy to do that. So he can have his extra stats with guard and all that. So it'll make him pretty solid. Dead multi maybe? Yeah, it seems like it. Unless we get like a long comment here, I don't think there's anything in this. Oh yeah, I guess just something to talk about while we're here. I may or may not be able to upload videos over the next couple of days just because where I live there is a storm approaching, so I might lose power and all that good stuff. So I won't really be able to like record and use my setup if I do end up losing power. But nonetheless, um, if something like that does happen and it's like a dire situation, I'll probably make a community post just to update you guys. But hopefully nothing like that does happen, and then we can just go on with our normal scheduled program of me committing horrible life choices. Vegeta. Uh, Honestly, like this right here is probably the most heartbreaking thing. Is when you get Vegeta and you don't even go Super Saiyan. Like it's honestly more heartbreaking than like you going Super Saiyan and then Vegeta not fusing, because it's kind of like the opposite of Rose. Like the Rose Rift, like Rose Rift, you get that and you're like immediately like, yes, I got the unit, I'm good. That with Vegeta, like you pulling down and not even going Super Saiyan, you immediately know that you're not getting Vegeta. So it's like it is literally the direct opposite feeling of getting a Rose Rift. Like it's complete despair versus complete joy. So that is that is a bit sad. Physical Gohan. Alright, well, we got the free multi now, and then we got, what's it called? We got some tickets that we can do after this, and then we'll wrap up the video from there. Krillin and Goten. It would be nice to pull at least one other featured unit in this video other than the Blue Duo, but I don't know how likely that seems. I probably honestly should have just not even done this to begin with, because these stones could have been summons for Carnival Jiren here in what is it? Today's 7/7. Oh yeah, happy anniversary for Global. Um so I think in like 10 days or so from now we'll get the Carnival LR, which again, I'm like 90% sure it's Jiren. Like I will be kind of surprised if it's anything other than Jiren. Like my only other, because it's like usually they do like a villain or like the opposite character to the part 1 LR. Like sometimes it is like directly the exact direct villain, but like I will say like last year we had like Baby Saga SS4 Goku, but then the Carnival LR was Omega. So like that one kind of like didn't correlate per se, but it was still a villain from like the same arc, not like arc, but like from the same character line. So like it still kind of worked. So UI Goku, this is very very obviously the UI Goku like from the end of the show when he was up, he was only him against Jiren, and then he went mastered for the first time and all that stuff. So it only makes sense that we will get an LR just base Jiren that will transform into full power, just so that way, because no offense. Actually, I don't think there's even offense in me saying this, but the TOR EZA STR Jiren is absolute ass. Absolute ass. Like, literally, other than Super Battle Road, you're not using him. Like, anywhere. Literally anywhere. So, us getting an LR base Jiren, like, so that he can just take over his name, like, that works perfectly. And then on top of that, if it's transforming into full power, then they can EZA the tech full power LR Jiren. And now we have like, two busted LRs that link up perfectly together. My only ask is basically if they do actually go through with like a Jiren that transforms into full power, can we please just have him not have a domain for a transformation, and then B, have him transform quickly, because I am tired of having to play like 10 turns to get a character. Like I love UI Goku, right? I love him, But unless you get him slot 1 and you keep him on rotation, which I mean, like, honestly, keeping him on rotation, like, that's not hard. That's not the hard part. It's mainly getting him in slot 1. Like, if you run his own team, maybe it's not that big of a problem, just because, you know, you'll have 2 of him, so worst case scenario, if you get one on, like, turn 2, and then you get one in turn 3, or slot 7. So, that is the worst case scenario. Other than that, though, like, on his own team, I think it's mostly fine. The hard part is when you don't run him on his own team, and what's it called? You get him in slot 7, because it's like when you don't run him on his own team and you get him in slot 7, it's pretty much GG's from there, because like, now it's like, oh hey, you can't get UI Goku's domain transformation until turn 8, and that just completely blows. So I just hate that about that whole thing. So I would do another rotation, but I genuinely don't think it's a good idea. Um, Not on this banner. Like, I could literally go grab a whole other rotation just to pull, like, SS4 Goku, or pull, like, honestly, I would actually be kind of happy to pull SS4 Goku. It's this guy. I mean, if you watched the previous summon video and you saw what happened, if I pull another copy of this guy, like, I genuinely don't think my keyboard would be able to handle the next punch I would probably throw at it. So it's probably best to just stop while we're here. Um, so yeah, I mean, didn't go the greatest, obviously. This is more of a social experiment, and also, I guess, just to celebrate us getting top grossing. So let me know if you guys summoned on this Tanabata banner, and let me know if you guys also got anything with your tickets. Obviously, as you guys saw, I got absolutely nothing, but that's kind of usually how. I don't think I've ever really gotten. I think it's like during the 7th, because the 7th anniversary is when they started doing this whole thing. I think I summoned on Tech Vegeta, like the LR Grade A Vegeta banner with the rainbow tickets, and I pulled him. But I think other than that, I have not pulled anything with those rainbow tickets ever. So, kind of used to it, but it is the way she rolls, I guess. So, I guess this is where we depart ways. Again, hopefully I don't lose power or anything like that, so that way I can try to make some videos tomorrow. Uh, but yeah, I'll let you guys know if anything happens. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support and love. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.